basing on your resources and limitations, and plan very perfectly your how to achieve that goal, put a time frame, go accordingly meticulously, and then try to achieve your targets. Even if you miss your target, you need not bother. Have a first choice and second choice or third choice. Whichever line you are going to take, try to do 100% justification to that particular area with the ultimate goal of getting a peaceful life and happiness in your life. Don't go for shortcuts like greedy for money and very short time you have to go for by practicing unethical means to get money and all those things. In medical ethics, you have learned what are all the things you have to do as an ideal doctor. Please practice those guidelines and pursue your further future academic career, professional career, and try to reach as much higher positions as possible in your future life. As now the technology has developed so much, everything is at our fingertips. Globally, we are all globally also we are communicated each other, and all the knowledge is at our fingertips. And we should not be lagging behind. We should be always update our knowledge in such a way. We should not fall behind others. And this is the way we have to. We are throughout our lifetime. We have to learn our subject. Medicine is such a vast subject. Lot of developments are taking place every day, every minute, and throughout our lifetime. Our best example is Dr. Gokhale. The ideal, our people have chosen him as the chief guest of today. Even today, he tries to learn new things. That's how he became the first heart transplant surgeon in South India. And another credential, the first lung transplant surgeon in our country. So, like that, it's in our profession, we should keep on learning. There is no end. See, just by getting a degree, whether it's undergraduate degree or postgraduate degree, that's not the end of the story. Even after completion of post-graduation, even getting a job, even settling in somewhere, still we have to learn, update our knowledge throughout our lifetime. That's how we have to do justice to our profession. And in our country, as the old proverb says, health is wealth. So to make our country more healthier, because the nation's development goes at the health of the people. So to make our country more healthy, we are making our country more progressive and more prosperous globally. So I wish all of us, all of you, do justice to your profession and reach as much as possible higher positions in our professional life, and wish all of you once again. I congratulate all of you, each one of you, and I wish all success in your future life. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. I'm sure that each of them will come out with flying colors.
Now we request our Deputy Superintendent, Dr. Uday Kumar, sir, to share his thoughts.
Dr. Gopal Gokhale, the chief guest of the function, who is a renowned cardiothoracic surgeon, Principal Guntur Medical College, Dr. Selvala Garu, Dr. Raju Naidu Garu, Vice President, my senior professors, Dr. N.V. Chaudhary, Dr. Radha Krishnamurthy, students of 2008 batch who are getting degrees, medical degrees today. It is a happy occasion in the history of Guntur Medical College that 158 graduates, medical graduates are produced and inducted into medical profession of the nation. We are happy. All the students are very happy. And more than happiness, you are all proud to become doctors and to enter medical profession, which has got some respect. And it is your responsibility to keep up the respect of the medical profession. Your parents are happy that you became doctors and you serve the nation and you get good name to the society and families, your families. I hope you will live up to your expectations. The nation is proud that doctors are produced by the medical college. So, once again, there is a responsibility on your part to serve the nation, to make it from the stage of developing country to the developed country. As you know, we are all very much interested to become specialists, super specialists. No doubt, everyone will welcome that idea and to serve the profession and themselves. But at the same time, you have to remember that there is a responsibility on the young medical graduates in improving the health status of the country. You have to improve health status. You have to reduce maternal mortality rate. You have to reduce infant mortality rate. You have to reduce incidence of blindness. You have to reduce population also. So these are all national programs of importance. You have to serve the nation. You must see that the nation develops as a developed country. It is on your shoulders of young medical graduates to get improvement in the medical and health status of the country. I wish you all live up to the expectation, not bother for wealth and personal benefits, and I hope definitely you will bring good name to the institution, Guntur Medical College. Wherever Guntur Medical College students are there, they got very good name, good reputation, good standards of healthcare and specialization. I expect the same thing from the doctors who are receiving degrees today and continue the glory of Guntur Medical College. With these few words, I thank all of you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Now we have Dr. Karthik of 2008 batch to speak a few words on our chief guest.
Dr. Karthik, please.
Good morning, one and all. We are honored to be here with Sri Dr. Ala Gopalakrishna Gokhale sir, who has been inspiring to young budding doctors like us. He is a renowned cardiothoracic vascular surgeon who performed the first successful human-to-human heart transplantation in AP. I am proud to say that he is a product of our historical college. He completed his graduation and post-graduation in the Department of General Surgery at Guntur Medical College. He did his super specialty in the Department of Cardiothoracic Vascular Surgery at CMC Vellore under Dr. MGR University, Chennai, and DNB at New Delhi. He then rendered his services as assistant professor at Nizam's Institute, Hyderabad for a couple of years. He is also a member of many international renowned firms such as International Society of Heart and Lung USA, Society of Thoracic Surgeons USA, European Association of Thoracic Surgeons. He is known for his first successful person-to-person heart transplantation in Andhra Pradesh on February 4, 2004. He participated in the first simultaneous heart and kidney surgery in 2007. He is the first person to do lung transplantation in India. He is one of the very few surgeons in India with large experience in minimal access surgery, including beating heart surgeries, video-assisted thoracic surgeries, and robotics. He is founder of Secretary of Heart Failure Society, established in the year 2001, which strives in conducting conferences to train physicians, cardiologists, cardiac surgeons in the area of heart failure and updating them. Until now, he performed more than 10,000 heart surgeries and independently performed more than 6,000 surgeries. Dr. Gopalakrishnan Gokhale sir is a heart surgeon by profession and a philanthropist by nature. He established Sahrudaya Trust and along with his core of professionals strive to help poor patients educate common people about heart disease and their prevention. Through this trust, he helped many children suffering from heart disease. I feel privileged to speak a few words about you, sir. Now I request him to address the congregation.
Respected Principal Dr. Shaila Balagaru, Deputy Superintendent Professor Uday Kumar, and my close friend and classmate, Vice Principal Dr. Raju Naidu, my teachers, Professor NVS Chaudhary Garu, Professor Radha Krishnamurthy Garu, and I can see some of my classmates, Professor Jahira Banu, Dr. Padmavati, and the faculty here, faculty of the Guntur Medical College and Government General Hospital, students, and parents of the students. Good afternoon to all of you. Before I proceed further, I would like to thank the batch of 2008. I would like to thank this batch for giving this opportunity to come back to this alma mater. It was in 1976, almost 22 years before you joined the medical college. I can still see in my brain where I was standing in front of the principal's office, how we were roaming around, how that time Professor Bhaskar Reddy was the principal, and he used to catch the people when they are walking around without shoes or when they cross the garden, unless in the marked areas, and how we went to the classes. It's a great memory. Even today, I always feel like coming back to Guntur. This is my second home. My wife tells me, you need an excuse to go to Guntur. If someone sneezes or coughs, you want to go. Because I have got so many memories here, having done MBBS, MS, and I have got about 15 classmates here who always, they want to come at 1 o'clock in the morning to receive or to drop me. And they always want an occasion to conduct a get-together. So these are all the memories. And still my best friends are my MBBS classmates. As you will find in future life, this is the time we spend a lot of time together with our batchmates. Some of them we don't even know now, but you will know later when you start getting together at the end of 5 years, 15 years, or 25 years as we go along. The strength of bond goes on strengthening further and further. So thank you very much. Now the next thing, of course, is I would like to congratulate this batch, 2008 students, and especially their parents, because they would like to see their children becoming doctors. I'm sure that was one of their dreams, seeing you all becoming doctors, and they deserve the congratulations and the applause for putting their children into this noble profession. Now, I always used to think that getting into MBBS is not for ordinary people. It is only for people with a lot of money or with a lot of influence. But when I got into MBBS, I knew it was wrong. Even I could get in. So once I got into MBBS, I thought that was the end. I have become a doctor. Now I realized by the time I finished house surgery that I have not even begun my career. So I have to do a post-graduation. Then I thought, having done MS General Surgery, that would be it. I will be on the top of the world. No. After that, I had to go for cardiothoracic surgery. And after almost 20 years, more than 20 years in cardiothoracic surgery, I realized that we will never reach the top of the world. We are one among our colleagues. It's very important to realize certain basic things. A lot of responsibilities come when you become a doctor. This is a noble profession. We are all blessed to get into this medicine. Out of billions of people, only a small number are chosen. This is the only profession, I would say, where you get a lot of respect. You get the happiness when you see into the eyes of the people whose kith and kin are saved through us. I won't say by us, because we are only media. We should not take either credit or discredit for either saving the patient or losing the patient, but we have to do our best. We are the media through which they are saved. And you will see the happiness. No amount of money can ever give you that satisfaction. Trust me, it will never happen. Initially we think, if I get 10 lakhs, we'll feel better. It is never, but that happiness counts a lot more. So all those things are there, but then we have to rise to the occasion. As Professor Raju Naidu said, a lot of responsibilities are there for us. The first question I'm sure you will go through at this stage is, what post-graduation I should get in, how to get in. From my MBBS days, I was always interested in cardiothoracic surgery. I do not know. I had the passion for it, and that's it. Sometimes you do not know the reason. You all probably know one of the jokes that a guy loves a girl and the friends and the parents come and say, why do you like that girl? She looks so ugly. And this guy says, look through my eyes. So that is the way you all get a passion. You all get a liking to do something. But then when I finished my general surgery, I want to get into cardiothoracic surgery. That was 85. I finished my general surgery here. A lot of my professors, assistant professors,